Have you dated a foreigner before?
I haven't dated a foreigner before, but my family wants me to date a foreigner, but I haven't dated any of them.
Family means who? Mother?
My
Father?
mother wants to date me, but it's a joke only.
Why?
Maybe because of the thinking that if you have a foreigner boyfriend, you will you can travel the world by you can visit his family or that foreigner family, then you go abroad to his country and know his cultural identity there.
Yeah, it's one of advantage.
Yeah.
So, what do you think are the advantages and disadvantage of dating a foreigner? Do you have other idea?
So for me, so I don't have any idea of advantages of dating a foreigner because I haven't been dating a foreigner. But for me, the disadvantage, I saw a lot of comments like social media. Like for example, if you had a foreigner boyfriend, they will tell you that you only want that guy because of his money, and I don't want that to happen.
Have you dated a foreigner before?
Yes, I dated foreigner before. It was a black guy from Cameroon.
Can you tell one story from dating a foreigner?
It was really good and all, but the thing is sometimes we can't understand each other due to the languages, yes, and different tradition, different mindset, and also different food. I feel like there's a boundaries and there's a gap.
How did you know each other?
Through a dating app, yeah, Facebook.
He sent message to you?
Yes, he take me on a coffee date.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of dating a foreigner?
For me, the advantage is you can also learn from him, and also he can learn from you the different language, tradition, mindset that you can adopt from him. But the disadvantage is you can't really sometimes. Usually, they can really understand you of what you really feel and what you really want to tell to him.
Have you dated a foreigner before?
Oh, I haven't.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of dating a foreigner?
Advantages, definitely you get to learn their culture, and it's very fun learning other countries' culture. There is a whole world, a different kind of world that they lived in growing up. So I think it's really nice to know someone from a different country, a foreigner specifically. They're about to share to you something that you didn't know about that existed before, like the values taught to them while they were little, and the values that they uphold now that they're grown up.
Have you dated a foreigner before?
Yes, I have.
What nationality?
I've dated one French and one from Saudi.
Can you tell one story from a dating foreigner?
Yeah, there was this one time I dated a French guy, and we just usually do the usual stuff. We just go out to get groceries and cook together and spend some time together. Also, we go out every weekend and he takes me shopping. So yeah, and there's that.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of dating a foreigner?
Advantages of dating a foreigner is they're very open-minded. Other advantages are they're very sweet and caring. But the disadvantages sometimes is the culture. What I mean by that is sometimes they don't fully understand where I'm coming from because of the culture gap.
Have you dated a foreigner before?
Yes, I've dated a foreigner before.
Can you tell me one story from dating a foreigner?
Oh, okay. So this is from my ex-boyfriend. So, uh, he's he's Vietnamese, and he had a hard time speaking English. So our date. So when we went out on a date, we were just exchanging our phones because he did not speak English well. But I was in a relationship with him for a year, and he ended up learning English. He's good in English now.
So even you guys cannot communicate well, but still you enjoy dating?
Yes, I enjoyed it because he was trying so hard to communicate with me even through his phone, and I found it touching.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of dating a foreigner?
Oh, okay. One of the advantages, it's you learn about their culture. You learn more about what happens in other countries. You get more broad outlook in life. One of the disadvantages is that sometimes you don't agree on things because of maybe one of the disadvantages is language barrier.
Have you dated a foreigner before?
Foreigner before. I don't have any experience dating a foreigner, but I have a lot of friends that is from other country, and we chat or we talk in live streaming. We chit chat in live stream, so I think they are very good and they had a lot of knowledge that will give to you.
Have you dated a foreigner before?
I haven't dated a foreigner before, but I want to try.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of dating a foreigner?
The advantage of dating a foreigner is that you will date a nice guy and also a guy who is curious about everything. And the disadvantage is that they will get intimate on the first day, like being touchy.
You think foreigner is more aggressive than Filipino? Or also Filipino guy is aggressive?
I guess Filipino guys are more aggressive than the foreigner ones. Because the Filipino guys are more curious than the foreigners. So I think it will be the Filipino guys.
So some of them ask you to go to his house, even it's first date.
I won't go there. I don't trust the Filipino guys yet. But on the very first day, we will go to his house. No.
Do they ask you, let's watch the movie in my room, like that?
I don't want to because it's kind of risky.
Yeah, true. Have you dated a foreigner before?
Oh, actually, I don't have dated a foreigner before.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of dating a foreigner?
I think the advantages of dating a foreigner is like you will gain a knowledge on them, because I think foreigner people they are focusing more on business, like that. They are business minded people. They are always waking up early to gather their minds and like as gathering their minds and also exploring things that they can do for that day for their business. Well, the disadvantages, I think, is that they have no actual time or extra time to have a time with you, because they are more likely like people who are passionate on making their future more brighter.
Have you dated a foreigner before?
Yes, I have. A couple of times already.
Can you tell me one story?
Oh, about me dating a foreign guy. Well, I date them and I prefer them over, local guys because there's just something about them that is just different in a good way because they are very open. Maybe it's about the culture too, and I don't really blame the local guys here. It's more of a systemic problem that that made them that way. Yes.
What nationality guy did you date before?
I have dated a guy from New Zealand. I also dated a black guy, but most of them are long distance. Yes.
Are they American?
American. I only dated
That black guy.
the black guy. Yes, he was American.
What
Foreign gay.
surprised you most when you date a foreigner?
When I date a foreigner, nothing really surprised me so far because they're pretty normal.
Same to local guy here in the Philippines?
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot about when they talk about their culture. That's something that surprises me. Yes.
What surprised you?
Like for example, when I dated a guy from Denmark, which is more of a puppy love, and they said that when someone is not married yet at a certain age, they throw a bunch of cinnamons at them. Like, yeah, cinnamons are very, very sensitive on the throat.
Have you dated a foreigner before? What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of dating a foreigner?
That's a nice question, but I think it depends on the person. But the first thing that comes into my mind with the advantages is that you have a different background from each other, so it's a lifetime of knowing each other, and that's kind of sweet for me. You get to know that guy for the rest of your life because you have had different environment in your childhood or in your teenage. And for the disadvantage, I think it's the cultural, how do you call this? Cultural differences. Because if there's anything that I think that could make a relationship between me, a Filipina, and a foreign guy, is that the culture. Yeah, the cultural differences between the two of us. But still, we can work it out. It depends.